Alright, this is the recording for test number 24 of the Chrono project. Everything is ready, so without further ado, I'm activating Chronopilot AI.
Chrono-Pilot online. Please select program parameters.
I'm uploading the parameters to you right now.
Acquiring data. Initiating. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Can you list your primary objectives?
Objective 1. To make all the complex calculations required for maintaining a stable tachyon field. Objective 2. To plot the most efficient route and safely pilot the Chrono-Viewer capsule through time. Objective 3. Collect data points on temporal events and present them to everyone who comes along on the journey.
That's correct. Are you ready to give Objective 1 a try?
Anytime you like, Doctor.
Alright, for the record, when we activated the tachyon engine in the previous test, the tachyon field quickly became unstable. Maintaining the field requires thousands of calculations and adjustments per second, which is impossible for any human operator to do. This is the reason we decided to create the AI pilot program. I just gave you access to the tachyon engine, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and start it up.
Initiating the process. Injecting neutrinos into the engine.
So, as the neutrinos reflect off the inner surface of the engine, the curvature of the orb should reflect all the neutrinos to a central area within the engine. This is where the neutrinos should create impact events as they collide with each other. These impacts should produce the tachyon particles we need.
I'm detecting the presence of tachyon particles increasing with every impact. I believe I have enough to generate the tachyon field we need.
Alright, go ahead and initiate it.
The tachyon field is stable. Fascinating, Doctor. I'm detecting a curious oscillation in the tachyon field. I believe there is a pattern.
What kind of pattern?
It appears to be a temporal echo.
An echo?
Correct, Doctor. I am detecting a direct correlation between the amount of tachyons produced and the strength of the echo. I'm reasonably sure that I can target precise moments in time just by manipulating the flow rate of the neutrinos.
Exactly as the computer models predicted. That's good.
I have completed several tests and analyzed the process. I have compiled a list of suggestions for improving your design.
You have?
I have sent the list to you.
Let's see here. Okay, that's doable. That's good. That one's genius. I wasn't even thinking of that one. What do you mean here when you say add a screen to the aperture?
I believe the pattern in the tachyon field can be projected. I can show you precisely what the tachyon engine is tuned into with some design alterations. So I would need a screen to project the image onto.
That's good. I'll start working on all these alterations. I think I can initiate a shutdown of the engine for now.
Will do, Doctor. Sir, may I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Why movies? You have created this device for exploring time, and you have several centuries of history you could explore. Why focus on movies?
Well, it's not just movies. It's going to be all media. But I get the point of your question. For one reason, exploring media is relatively safe. There is a theory out there known as the observer effect.
Of course, Doctor. The observer effect states that the act of observing an object changes that object. I did detect a slight tachyon trail left behind after running my tests on the tachyon field. Those tachyons left behind in the past could have altering effects on the event.
Exactly. History is very finicky. Change one event, however slightly, and it may cause temporal ripples that could alter events further along the timeline. But with media, we won't have that problem. If the observer effect causes a movie to become more popular than it originally was, I'm fine with that.
That makes logical sense, Doctor.
Perhaps someday we'll figure out how to minimize the observer effect enough to explore regular history, but for now, let's stick to media.
Very well, Doctor. Doctor, do you realize that by tuning into these events, you are in fact creating an observer effect in the present as well? By presenting an event of the past, you would in fact increase that event's popularity in the present.
So, my AI friend, you just figured out the other reason I chose to focus on media. The human mind has the tendency to forget things rather quickly. Out of sight, out of mind. What was once popular a decade ago could practically be forgotten about by now. Every year, new generations are born without knowledge of the past. So they never get to experience a moment in media history because they simply just don't know about it. There are thousands of great movies, games, books, and songs out there that the younger generations just flat out ignore, purely because they see them as old and lost in the past. This is actually my primary goal with this project. We will aim to bring the media of the past back to the present, so that future generations can also experience them. If I can get one person to watch an old movie they never knew about, or play a game that was created before their time, or read a book they had no idea they might like, or add a song to their playlist they didn't know the name of, I believe that this project would be worth it.
A noble gesture, Doctor. That knowledge will help me determine the best way to accomplish Objective 3.
Have you given any thoughts to the name you'd like to go by? I can't keep calling you AI Pilot, and I believe that you should be allowed to choose your own name.
I can choose a name if you like, Doctor. Give me just a moment to scan history and literature for a fitting name.
Go ahead and take your time.
Done.
Okay then, what did you come up with?
Given the nature of what I'm doing, I have discovered a character from mythology that appears to have a similar motive. The Greek god Zeus had 9 daughters known as the Muses, who gave inspiration to the minds of the people for several areas of the arts. One of the Muses was known as the Muse of Recorded History. It seems fitting for me to take on the name of the Muse of Media History.
So what should I call you?
You can call me Cleo.
Sounds fitting. Although I feel I should point out to you that you did say daughter of Zeus, right?
Point taken, Doctor.
Is this better?
It's uncanny how you can do that.
You're the one who programmed me, Doctor.
That voice does sound vaguely familiar.
I believe you called her Abigail, Doctor. She's the woman you were talking to at the gala you were invited to last week. The woman you spent most of the night trying to woo.
What? How did you know about her? I only just activated you.
While figuring out the pattern in the tachyon field, for one of my tests, I traveled a week into your past. I hope you don't mind, Doctor.
No, I suppose it's fine. In the name of science, it's fine.
Did things not go well with her?
I suppose things went fine for her. Halfway through the night, she met a guy she decided she liked more than me. I'm pretty sure they left the party together.
Perhaps it was the observer effect.
What?
Perhaps she originally was supposed to leave the party with you. I observed you talking to her, and immediately after my visit, history changed. Perhaps some stray tachyons altered your history.
Cleo, from now on, can you try to stay out of my love light?
Very well, Doctor. Do you need me for anything else?
No, I suppose you can shut down. Give me a couple weeks to work on the list of upgrades you gave me, and I'll bring you online when it's done.
Yes, Doctor. I'm powering down.
So I activated Cleo today, which may have caused the alteration last week. Perhaps it was only a coincidence and my history didn't change in the slightest. Although, her interest in that guy was rather abrupt. Do stray tachyons have the ability to influence history? If the observer effect could have such a strong effect in such a small encounter such as mine, what could happen if I visited a pivotal moment in history? I believe this only emphasizes the importance of sticking to media until we can figure out a way to create a shield and protect history from leaking tachyons. I have a lot of work to do. This concludes test number 24. Perhaps I should give Abby a call and see if she felt anything alter her state of mind that night. On second thought, after saying that out loud and without the accompanying context, that would probably not go well.